Hi there, and welcome back to another Delphox Cards and Collectibles video. Full transparency here. I was talking to Old Man Strength, my dad, last night, and I'm playing around with the idea of changing the name of my channel to The Nerd Lair, which is the name of the room that I film in, because as I think about it more and more, I want to branch out into other types of videos that are not just collectibles, and I think that would be a pretty fun way to do it. But down below, let me know if you hate that or not. If you like Delphox Collectibles, kind of a lot to say. The Nerd Lair is just like quick, so I don't know. I'm gonna mess with that possibly, but we'll see. There'll be a lot of hi, welcome back to another Delphox Cards and Collectibles video. That would be down the tubes, but could easily change. That being said, 50 seconds into the video, let's hop into what the meat and potatoes is, and that is books. Here I've got a little collection of books, and I wanted to show them. I, full transparency, have not read all of these yet, but thought I'd show the collection. The first book here I have read a couple times is The Hobbit. Absolutely love The Hobbit. I think that it is a phenomenal book. I am a big Lord of the Rings fan. This is where it all starts. Great book. If you've not read it, I would highly recommend. Going along the same lines here is my copy of Lord of the Rings, and this is my bookmark from when I was attempting to restart it, but I have read all of them. I absolutely love the Lord of the Rings books to death. Was introduced to Lord of the Rings by my cousins way back in the day. Shout out Luke, Logan, and Levi if any of them watch, but they were pretty instrumental into getting me to enjoy the series. Then I have another cousin, Andrew, who he and I really enjoyed this together, and it was just something that a lot of my friends and family members enjoyed, and I got into it. So then I read these and I was like 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and I really enjoyed them. Fantastic stories. Next, we're gonna hop into some Marvel books. I got these at Half Price Books. I think they were like a few bucks a piece, but these are in great condition. I'll just put them all out here. This is a trilogy. So book 3, that's book 2, I believe. Oh no, that's book 1 and book 2. And I do want to read these. That's going to be possibly a summertime thing for me, is to cook through these 3 books. But you've got the Gamma Quest trilogy, and I like the covers. I really am excited to read these. I'm going to say that about a lot of books here, but that's why I bought them. I didn't have a whole lot of nerdy books, and so getting these to kind of give me something to look forward to in the summer. See, I'm a teacher, and I teach reading or history all day long, or Bible, but I teach all of these reading classes. By the time I get home after reading to my kids, I'm literally spent on reading. So I don't get to read as much during the school year. However, during the summer, I read quite a bit, and I do enjoy doing it. Let's hop into now some interesting books here that I picked up. One from Ollie's and then one from Target. Both I got on a deal. So this is The Empire Strikes Back from a Certain Point of View. I have read a couple of them out of here. You can see the sticker price, $5. Great book for $5. And this is a collection of short stories from the point of view of different characters from the book. So you've got one here, explores the unlikely partnership of bounty hunters Dengar and IG-88 as they pursue Han Solo. Chronicles the life of a naturalist caring for the Tauntauns on the frozen world of Hoth. So you do get quite a bit of Ugnaught clans who dwell in the depths of Cloud City. You get a really cool perspective of other characters from those movies, and this is almost the same thing here. Lots of different 40 stories celebrating 40 years. So really cool books. I would love to see if they make a New Hope one and finish out the collection, because I actually do like the stories. I don't read them all in one go, but I have read some out of both of these books. Really enjoy them. Next, I'll show these two. These are more prequel books. First, I have the book Padawan, which I have read some of. Kind of started it in the summer, and then as the school year goes on here, I really dwindle off. But this is cool. It's all from the point of view of Obi-Wan and his story. I don't want to hop into this too much because I haven't read a ton of it, but you can take a screenshot there and take a look at the back of the book. It was really good so far. I would recommend. I got this at like Walmart, so cool book there. This one I picked up a while back. I had some credit to Barnes and Noble, and so another book about Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. I will be fully transparent. I have not even have not dived into this one. I don't know what the proper word is there, but looking forward to reading that one when Padawan's done. Okay, these I all just picked up. These are brand new pickups here. So, well, we'll start with Jedi Search. So, this is the Jedi Academy trilogy. I love like the 90s Star Wars books a lot. I'm trying to find the other ones here. Here we go. Volume 3 and Volume 2 of the Jedi Search trilogy. I'm excited about that. When I get done with the original Thrawn trilogy, I'm going to go here next. I love these little stories that patch together what we really didn't get later on. So really cool that they're originally, books from the 80s, 90s. Here we got a book on Darth Plagueis. You could see I go to Half Price Books. I just can't say no to like a $4 book. And I really am excited to try this one out. I had a student read this and he was like, you gotta try it. So I went and bought it. So that'll be something I attempt down the line here. We got a Darth Maul book. That same student read this one too and highly recommended it. So I'm gonna give that guy a go in the future. We've got here the Bounty Hunter series. So book 1, 2, and 3 of the Bounty Hunter series. My brother-in-law would really get into these, I think. If I lent them to him, I think he would eat them up. He's a huge Bounty Hunter fan. Dengar, Bosk, Boba, and these covers, he's probably a big fan. So shout out Andrew. Sometime if you want to read them, go for it. I'm looking forward to reading those myself. And then we've got Children of the Jedi and Shadows of the Empire. I'm especially excited to read this one. This is a story that a lot of Star Wars fans of the EU enjoy. Children of the Jedi, one that I don't know too much about, except I remember reading the back, and there it is for you if you want to pause and read it. I remember that it being one that people recommended, so two really nice ones there. This next one is my wife's book, The Princess and the Scoundrel. So a book that revolves more of a love story around Han and Leia. That's her cup of tea. She loves the I love you, I know part. She loves love stories, so this one was for her. She'll get to that when she's done with all the Bridgerton books. This is also my wife's book here. Oh, she loves, I've said on the channel many times, Princess Leia. So a whole book that centers on Leia, and there's the back. If you'd like to pause and read what it's about, go for it. If it's something that trips your trigger. This one I got way back. You could see Wanakee Public Library. So they were having a sale. This book, Crucible. I don't remember when this was written. This was written. I can't find it, but it was like $1 for this hardcover copy. So I picked it up. Haven't read it yet, but that was a few years ago already. So next, this I have been reading. I'm in the middle of this right now. Is the Thrawn trilogy. Gosh, I can't say enough. Has been really good. Of all my and this is so recent for me, but I did read Heir to the Empire. I gotta get these out. I did read Heir to the Empire, and I don't know. To say this is one of my favorite books I've ever read would be an understatement. I just absolutely was sucked in. I got to a point where my wife's like, can you put it down? And I was just cruising. The next one here I have started is Dark Force Rising. It's been very good so far. And then we have The Last Command. I'm really excited to see how it all concludes. But those 3 books I did end up paying full price for. I had a Barnes & Noble gift card from a student, and I didn't know what to spend it on, so I bought this, and I'm very glad I did. And then this is one that I just bought maybe a few months ago. The Living Force was on a sale at Target, and it just looked really cool from the back. See, my wife refuses to believe that Yaddle exists, and she does exist. One time we had an argument, and I said, yeah, she exists. Yaddle, it's a female Yoda. She's like, what? So really cool, a book centered around the Council, the Jedi Council, which that's my cup of tea. Last Star Wars book is one I got gifted to me by my sister, and this is more for looks, but it is the original trilogy, but in words. So, not that I need to read this one, I just really love the cover. My wife loving Princess Leia, and it's just a really beautiful book. Maybe someday my kids will enjoy reading that. But last two books here that I'm going to show, I really like Overwatch novels. I love Overwatch, the game. Haven't played it in a while, but love the lore behind it, and so I got these two. I did read Hero of Numbani, really liked that book. Story of how one of my favorite characters. I have not read this one yet, even though I got it a while back. Mostly I would put these as backdrops behind my Funkos for them, but I will read this one as well. I do love the Overwatch. I know that there's another novel out as well, but I have not picked it up because I just haven't been in an Overwatch mood. That is all my novels that I have downstairs here. Let me know down below if you have read any of these, or if this is something that trips your trigger. I do have more books upstairs, but not that many, so this is kind of the meat and potatoes of the ones that I'm looking to read in the next couple of years. I'll be honest with myself. I'm going to try and tackle probably the Thrawn trilogy this summer, and maybe some of that X-Men trilogy for sure. So, as always, may God bless you, and have a good one.